Okay, this is Mr. Wilson. This is the Teacher Takeover, Thursday the 12th of May. Here we are on the morning walk in Brabbins Park in Marple Bridge. Let's have a good day together. I thought you'd probably want to meet Ray out and about on the walk. This is Ray, my miniature schnauzer. We have a good sort of 20-30 minutes together before I set off to work, leaving the rest of them in bed. Yeah, at one with the thoughts, at one with the bird song, at one with the bluebells here in spring. Just in case you just tuned in, this isn't Country File, this is the Teacher Takeover. Hola, the takeover continues. You are correct, we are still not at school, okay? We are actually at a well-known cafe chain, which shares its name with the word for coast in Spanish. Nope, not Starbucks. Correct. Okay, so yeah, here we are at Stanley Green Retail Park, and I give myself a Friday treat. Come here, a cortado, and a bacon sandwich, and a chat with Mr. Groves. This is one of my favourite parts of the week. Unfortunately today, as you know, is not Friday, so there is no Mr. Groves, and I caused a bit of a stir among the staff as well, because you may have noticed that this is not a conventional cortado cup at this coffee chain. That is because the Friday staff have let me leave my cup, this little one here, behind the counter for when I come on Friday. The Thursday staff were not aware of this, and it turns out that it caused quite a large amount of stress actually, but still we got there in the end and here it is. Cheers. I wanted you to see though where the magic happens when Mr. Groves and I get together here on a Friday. We talk about this, that and everything, but it is often work related in that this is where the selection meetings for under 15 rugby take place. This is where our debriefs for under 15 rugby take place. This is where video sessions for under 15 rugby take place. Yeah, it's a great time of the week. 6 every Friday morning. Yeah, hopefully that will be done. Sometimes Mr. Barber joins as well. Mr. Barber, the head groundsman, when he can pull himself away from those fields, he comes and joins us, and is equally good at putting the world to rights, if not even better than Mr. Groves and I are doing that. Okay. Anyway, see you later. Hola, hemos llegado. Y ahí está, el edificio precioso de Cheadle School. Vale, ahí está. Yep, absolutely beautiful, this building. Never ceases to amaze me. I've been here, first time I saw it was 19 years ago. Blew me away then, blows me away now. Anyway, without further ado, staff room, porridge. So, here we are, the staff room. Nobody here yet. But, yeah, porridge. For those of you who thought we were going to sit down to an episode of the great 1970s sitcom with Ronnie Barker, is disappointment for you, I'm afraid. I was, of course, talking about my breakfast. Bit of a dilemma with breakfast this morning, because usually on a Thursday, breakfast is sorted because we have some fantastic CPD sessions, breakfast CPD sessions in the room back there. Last week's, I think you caught a bit of it actually with Mr. Cartwright, the regular watchers of the Teacher Takeover. You will have seen that with Mrs. Parker's takeover last week. That was the last one, unfortunately. So this Thursday is the first one in a long while where I've had to sort my own breakfast out. Okay, so what I've done is I brought a packet of a well-known porridge brand. You fill it up to the line, although a bit of a recommendation, I think if you do fill it up all the way to the line, your porridge is a bit runny. What you want to do is just fill it up a little bit lower than the line, and you get the perfect porridge. A bit of sugar in there as well, not too much, wrong side of 40 now, but yeah, quite happy with that breakfast. Not as good as the usual Thursday pain au chocolat or croissant that we get at the CPD sessions, but it will do for me today. And then, yep, we will start some work very soon. But it's still early. Okay, good stuff. See you later. Okay, here we are at my desk. Just taking 10 minutes out to work on something that we're producing for next year. I'm writing a book which will accompany the Year 8 Spanish course. It's 3 chapters. One chapter will be based on Edu, another chapter will be based on Neus, and another chapter will be based on Hassan. They are 3 friends who are at school of Year 8 age in Madrid. They're actually at our partner school, Conde de Orgaz, in Madrid, and fictional characters, albeit within our partner school. And obviously he's waiting its front cover, but the book, I've actually nearly finished it. It's just tweaking now, waiting for the rest of the illustrations. Just the first chapter has its illustrations. Soy Edu, there he is, Edu, Atletico Madrid supporter, as you can see by his shirt. And a little introduction to Edu there as well. So looking forward to Year 8's being able to use this to support their learning, to continue to instill this love of reading that is a big priority for us here at CHS across the curriculum. So yeah, look forward to sharing that with you. Just to come look at some of the other illustrations. Now, I am not responsible for the illustrations. If you've ever seen me draw, you'd understand why. These are the work of Miss Laura Costa's son, who is a successful illustrator in the making, doing some outstanding work. He's got a unique style. So there we go. Back in the CSB, obviously we teach French, German, Spanish on the curriculum at present. But we also try and instill an awareness of language diversity, both at CHS and in our community. Pretty proud of the fact that within Manchester itself, multilingual Manchester, about 200 different languages are represented as first languages. We did a little project at the start of the year with Year 7 to celebrate this aspect of Manchester, and hopefully later on you'll see that we do some stuff related to that in the junior school as well. Okay, Manchester multilingue. What are you doing, guys?
Football.
Bit of football before Year 7 lineup. Annabelle, aquí. Aquí. Nice. Whoa. My turn. Whoop, there we go. Anyway, nearly time for Year 7 lineup, so I'll see you in a second. Yeah, I've got notices. Here we are on the Teacher Takeover, 12th of May, Year 7 lineup time. For those of you who do French, can I get a bonjour? Bonjour! For those of you who do Spanish, can I get a buenos dias? Buenos dias! For those of you who know another language, can you say hello in that language? Okay. So here we are, 7am form time. This is the 7am. You may have heard about them because how many blue cards have we got so far this year? 1,214. Yeah, 1,214. Not that we're counting, just yeah. Which, by the way, puts us to the top of the charts in Year 7. There's Danny just giving out the phones. Sorry, taking in the phone, should I say? The giving out is the afternoon form time task. And how many yellow cards have we got?
29.
That is 29 too many, of course, but it also puts us at the top of the charts with the fewest number of yellow cards. So we're also pleased with that. Again, not that we're counting. So for those of you who are familiar with the rewards and sanctions at CHS, the system we have, that makes us the Some people say the best. Others would just say, you know, yeah, yeah. Anyway, so we're very pleased. Okay, so now to the soup game. Zaid, being the bulletin reader, gets the honour of conducting the soup game, where members of 7M try and guess what today's soup is. Zaid, who are we going to go for first?
Hello, Charlie.
Charlie.
Is it leek and potato?
Leek and potato?
A third right.
Ooh, a third right. Ooh, what was the and right? Okay. Right, who are we going to go for next, Zaid?
Hayden.
Is it potato lentil?
Nowhere near.
It's not potato and lentil. We'll take one more guess.
Alex. Correct.
What was it again?
Cream of cauliflower and ghee.
Cream of cauliflower. How does that rank in our favourite soups?
Very loud.
6.
Okay.
Okay. Very loud.
6.
Okay.
Okay.
Currently on the teacher takeover with Year 6. Hello, Year 6. Bonjour. We are listening to the French entry for the Eurovision Song Contest. We're going to have a chat about it in a minute. Okay. Okay, we've encountered a problem, people watching the Instagram. We've encountered a problem because we've been listening to the French entry, which, by the way, we think is all right, don't we? In fact, before we continue, let's decide on our point score for the French entry, please. So everyone ready? Show me on your fingers and say it in French like we do in true Eurovision fashion. So, 3, 2, 1. We've got 10 pois, 7 pois. Okay, so we like it. So there is a language of Britain here, and it is Breton. Okay, this song is in Breton. Okay, how cool is that? I think it's super cool. Yeah, and it goes back to your point about Switzerland before. Sometimes, yeah, let's not sing in English because that's not really an official language of our country. But we might have a choice. Yeah, we might have a choice. And just because people don't understand all of the song, can they still enjoy the song? Can they still enjoy the song? Yes. Well, we did have some dix pois in the room before, didn't we? So maybe, yes, we can. Okay. On to Year 6. Thank you very much. Gracias. Merci. Dankeschön. So we're about to listen to another entry that we're intrigued about, which is the Ukrainian entry. We've got the lyrics in front of us for this one, okay? And here we are. We are doing the World of Languages course that we do in Year 6. We do see ourselves as linguists, but we've acknowledged the fact that we can't be experts in every single language, okay? There's a little bit of a barrier to this particular song initially as we get the words in front of us. And what is that barrier, please, Thomas?
It's in the Cyrillic alphabet instead of the Latin alphabet.
Let me have a look. Oh, yeah, so it is. But, as we've just seen with the Breton song, that doesn't mean to say we can't enjoy the song. So, I'm looking for a bit more dancing than we had with the Breton song, to be honest, because I reckon this has got a really good beat to it. So we've got a bit of a task here for the Year 6 students. I want them to imagine that they are Spanish citizens. They hear their entry in English. And they think, you know what? Our entry should be in one of the languages of Spain. And I'm not just talking about Spanish. It could be in Spanish, yes. It could be in Catalan. It could be in Galician. It could be in Basque. But not in English. That doesn't really connect with me. Okay. So their task now is to think creatively. They're writing a letter of complaint to the Spanish authorities about this. What are they going to say to make their case as to why next year's Eurovision entry should be in a language of Spain? Okay, just like the French did with that beautiful entry, which wasn't in French, but it was a language of France, the language Breton. Okay, so I don't know if you're aware, but we are hub school for the National Modern Languages skit here at Cheadle School. That's the Manchester hub school. Today is the day school. We have Christophe from the Modern Language skit. We have our very own Madame Lowe, or Frau Lowe, depending on how you know her. And we also have Herr Winter in there. Most importantly, we also have our 4 trainees for languages who are, some of them training here at CHS and with our partner schools across Manchester. Let's pop in and see what they're doing.
Because it doesn't exist, the concept doesn't exist, if that makes sense. That's what we try to think about.
Home, I can't translate home.
So here we are in the dining room at lunchtime. Let's just check the soup is what it said it was in the bulletin. There's a little bit of an issue here because it says wonky vegetable. Wonky vegetable, something to do with cauliflower in the bulletin this morning. So something's not quite right there, but it sounds beautiful anyway. Wonky vegetable, and it says today's soup is helping in the reduction of food waste. 30% of UK crops never leave the farm. Okay, so even coming to get your soup at this school is a brilliant learning experience. Okay, thank you very much to Mark and his team for informing us about this sort of thing. Okay, right, here we go. As promised before, Thursday is of course curry day, and it was katsu last week. Katsu curry went down well, although sometimes on a Friday, if you're lucky, there is some katsu curry left from the day before. Today, and that wasn't the case last Friday, but you can't have everything, can you? So today it is chicken tikka masala, there's our rice, and there is said curry. Okay. Oh, we've got naan bread as well, looking forward to it. I do get looked after by Deb and Anna every day. Chosen Deb today. I don't know if she wants to do it. You want to be on film, Deb, or not?
No.
She doesn't want to be filmed, which is fair enough. But she is wonderful, as are all the catering staff, led by Mr. Graham, who is also next to us, but he doesn't want to be filmed either, does he?
I don't mind.
There he is. Hello.
Howdy, how are you?
Okay, so here I'm in the Philip Johnson building, the Sixth Form Centre upstairs, and got a special person to have a chat with here. This is Leon, one of our students from KZU, our partner school near Zurich, who's with us for the summer term. We also have with us in the school this term Luke and Dario. They're not here now. They're no doubt on with something very exciting elsewhere, maybe even having lunch, don't know. But here is Leon. Leon, how's it going in the first couple of weeks?
Yeah, it's going well. It's a very nice school, very big in general, nice buildings.
Good.
And I say it is quite different, but it is a nice experience.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much, and hope you enjoy the rest of your term. Take care. Bye. Turns out one of my early posts today has caused a bit of a stir, this idea that there's this Costa thing going on where we're meeting there for a coffee, and certain members of staff getting a bit upset that they weren't invited. The invitation is open to all members of staff who are willing to get there at 5:45. You'll be there tomorrow morning at 6, will you?
I will be.
Good.
See you tomorrow.
Right, nice
See you
one.
tomorrow.
Yeah, excellent.
1, 2, 3.
Come for my morning cup of coffee. Unfortunately, we're a bit low on mugs, so I'm drinking out of a jug. I will make a point of speaking to the chair of the common room about this. So, just approaching the CSB. Hang on a minute. Mr. Wood seems to have been busy. Mr. Wood, that's a lot of cups.
Found in the Spanish office.
No, where were they really found?
PE office near Mr. Green and Mr. Higgins's desks.
Wow. Looks like we've got the cure for various diseases in those. Anyway, good. Enjoy your washing up. Bye. We're really lucky. We get every year we get language assistants for French, German, and Spanish. It's coming to the sad part of the year. We will be saying goodbye to them. Indeed, we'll be going to take them out for a meal the week after next. Let's drop in and see one of our language assistants in action here. This is Clara, the French assistant. She's working with some Year 7 students. Keep going. Okay, there they are doing a bit of French practice here. Speaking coming up. Bonjour. Okay. Guys, I'll see you in action a little bit. Off we go.
Okay, so could you repeat how do you say I am going to go to France?
Je vais aller en France.
En France, well done.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, we're back to 7M form time, birthplace of the soup game. There's been a lot of soup controversy today, what with the discrepancy between what was in the bulletin and what the actual soup was in the end. But soup aside, we're going to have to put that behind us now because it's time for, it's Thursday afternoon, it's peer mentor time. As you can see, these are not the Year 7 students, these are lower 6 students looking forward to seeing their mentees. What's today's session all about, Ed?
Today's session is about mental health, so we're going to be talking to the Year 7s about how to cope with stress and anxiety and to give them some coping techniques to get through everything.
Brilliant, look forward to it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Vale, aquí estamos en la clase de español de Year 7, es mi form, 7M. Hola. Hola. Now, should be some Insta gold if that's a thing in this lesson. Hopefully, we will see. At the moment, the task is that they are looking at this map of Spain, just in the weather. They are going to choose a place, look at the weather, and write it down on their board. Let's see what some of them have done. En Barcelona hace sol, no hace un sol, hace sol. ¿En dónde? En Málaga hace mucho sol. Now, if what they've written on their board matches what I've written on my board, there you go. If it matches that, they get a blue card point. Let's see how they do. There you go. If it matches that, they get a blue card point. Let's see how they do. So, we are back from the fire drill. Desperate to get back into some Spanish. We're going to do our register task first of all that we were talking about before. Let's see if anyone is able to read my mind. Vamos a ver. Zaid, ¿qué tiempo hace?
En Vigo está nublado y en Corrado hace calor.
Jack, ¿qué tiempo hace?
En Bilbao hace sol y en Badajoz hace calor.
Muy bien. Henry, ¿qué tiempo hace?
En Murcia hace mucho calor y en A Coruña está mucho llueve.
Muy bien. ¿Y Seb, qué tiempo hace?
En Málaga hace calor, en Morica hace 26 grados.
Muy bien. ¿Y Holly, qué tiempo hace?
En Cádiz 19 grados, en Valencia 23 grados.
Muy bien. ¿Y Alex, qué tiempo hace?
En Coruña hace llueve y en Cáceres 29.
The class are tasked with an exit task. I'm going to pick on, not everyone, just a couple of people as they leave. Something that they prefer. So using that prefiero structure. Adiós, 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 adiós. Vamos, adiós. Adiós, 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 adiós. Fin.
Personalmente prefiero helado de fresca.
Muy bien. Adiós, 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 adiós. Doesn't need to be about ice cream. Adiós, 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 adiós. Eddie.
Prefiero un coche rojo.
Coche, coche. Todos coche.
Coche.
Adiós, 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 adiós. Zidane.
Prefiero el coche rojo.
Ah, perfecto. Adiós, muy bien. Zaid.
Prefiero un coche negro.
Prefiero un coche negro. Muy bien. Darcy.
Mi prefiero
no.
prefiero el coche rojo.
Muy bien.
Pero el coche rojo.
Muy bien. Students have gone home now, but for those who are doing co-curricular activities after school, remember the letters for our partner school just outside of Barcelona that I showed you first thing this morning? Well, this is exciting. Here they are all packaged up, ready to go. So here we are. I'm at the lodge where I'm going to send this, post it. Just go in here a minute. Yes, that's it. Yeah. Might pop in a copy of the Waconian. I'm sure Mrs. Shand won't mind. And that's good to go. So, that's it. Nearly home time. Do you know what I fancy before I go home, though? Bit of a bowl, and then I'll check the cricket score, see how the Roses game is going. But I'll see how the leg spin's doing. It's been a while, so yeah, don't judge me. It's all about the taking part. It's all about the trying. Let's see how it goes.
So this is a right arm Mr. Wilson against a young under 14 A batter. Good start. Just outside off. Good start from Mr. Wilson there.
Bueno, pues ya está. Ha sido un placer estar con vosotros hoy y bueno, nos vemos. Hasta luego.